Hello, I'm Ann Shoup, and welcome to this edition of Campus Views, coming to you from the video production studio here on the campus of SUNY Cobleskill. This is a student-powered production of the spring 2021 semester COM 240 Introduction to Studio Production class. Our guest today is John December, and on this edition of Campus News, our topic is college-level esports. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me. Great to be here.
So, for those that don't know, what exactly is esports gaming?
Well, esports are like regular sports, just electronic. It's essentially playing video games on a competitive level, same way that you'll see professional teams play football on a competitive level.
And is it just football, baseball, or is it more than that, like Call of Duty?
Yeah, so we dive deep into the video game world. We do Call of Duty, League of Legends, Dragon Ball, and just to name a few. But yeah, we have a lot of options.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How did the idea for SUNY Cobleskill to get involved into esports gaming come about?
I think it has a lot to do with just what's going on in the world, right? So video gaming are at like an all-time high that they've ever been. And it has a lot to do in tandem with COVID, Everyone's stuck at home, so what are you going to do? Yeah. You're going to call up your friends, play video games, hang out,
Absolutely.
And now we're just taking it to the next level. There's a professional world out there for esports. There's an amateur world at this point. This is the collegiate world now.
I was going to ask, with everybody being online now, have you seen an increase in competition in these levels?
Oh yeah. The teams have just gotten much better. I mean, stuck at home, not being able to see people. What else are you going to do?
Absolutely.
Video game and just get good, right?
Absolutely.
So they've been, on a new level.
So selecting players for esports, is it just like any other sports team, or how does the selection process work for something like this, or people looking to join?
Yeah, so it's very much like the system that they use for just regular sports, whether
Absolutely.
It's the basketball team. You try out, if you're good enough, you get to come in and join the team. Maybe you start, maybe you're on the bench, but eventually you get some playtime somewhere in there, and we do it much the same. Once you try out, we'll see where you're at, and we'll place you where you need to be.
Absolutely, that's awesome. Yeah. That's something for everybody, which is nice. What can we hope to see from Cobleskill Esports going forward? I know you have a new spot to play in, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us anything about that?
Well. So I'll tell you just a smidgen. We have our esports lab. It's in Warner Hall, Warner 16. So it's pretty good right now. We have our big, company. I won't say what brand, but machines in there, computers that are on a very high level.
Very cool.
And we got them tricked out with all the video games you could want.
Awesome.
Or at least all the ones that we offer.
Now, with a new place, is there anywhere that people can watch you guys practice or play?
Yeah, so we even showed last night. We had a Call of Duty match, and we had a couple college students walking through the halls that stopped and just started watching us play live right then and there. So that you can do that, or you can do what most people do and go to twitch.tv/SUNYCobyComm. And there you can watch all of our matches, our past ones, and see any announcements for upcoming matches.
That's awesome. People could kind of get a taste for what you guys do there as well. Yeah. That's awesome. What got you into the world of esports? I know you're a 90s baby, so of course that was our big...
Oh yeah, Duck Hunter,
our big niche. Yeah.
Super Mario, just to name a few, Kirby. That's really what got me into gaming.
Absolutely.
But I think after that, as I grew up, I evolved into watching, so especially the world's matches of League of Legends.
Absolutely.
Watched that, it was exciting, and I'm like, I want to do that. Realized I'm not good enough, so we came into the esports community. We tried to build a whole new path.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you to our guest, John December, and we'll be right back with more Campus Views right after this. Stay with us. Thank you, John.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy?
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
In 4 out of 5 school shootings, the attacker tells someone about it first. Call 1-866-SPEAK-UP to anonymously report a weapon threat at school.
No cell phone service, no television or internet connections, no electricity, and in some DEC Adirondack campgrounds, no roads either. Forked Lake is just one of the 52 campgrounds that you can explore in the Adirondack Mountains of New York State. This facility is a primitive camping experience. Each site is outfitted with just the basics. You've got to hike trails or paddle a canoe to get to each site, putting you right in the middle of the area's natural beauty. Too rustic for you? That's okay. The DEC offers a wide variety of experiences, including island camping, tent and trailer sites with electricity and running water, boat launch facilities, hiking trails, beaches, and more. And it's all just a click away. To find out more and to start planning for your next Adirondack adventure, log on to www.dec.ny.gov. You'll find all the information you need to start enjoying the great Adirondack outdoors in upstate New York.
Hello, I'm Ann Shoup, and welcome back to this edition of Campus Views from the video production studio here on the campus of SUNY Cobleskill. Again, our guest today is John December, and we're talking about college-level esports in this edition of Campus Views. Thanks for staying with us.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for keeping me here.
So before the break, we were talking about how you got into esports.
Yeah.
We were talking about our 90s gaming.
Oh, yes.
Did you play a lot of video games, and be honest?
Come on. Did you play a lot of video
I
games?
did.
Of course
Absolutely.
I did. Of course
Absolutely.
I did.
We all congregated around the new
Yeah,
house
yeah.
that had the newest edition of something.
Yeah. Or the LAN parties back
Yes,
in the day. Ooh.
absolutely. Absolutely. So for anybody interested in getting involved in esports in general here on campus, do you have any recommendations of how to do that?
Oh, of course, of course. First off, just esports@cobleskil.edu. You know, shoot us an email, get us your name, get us your email address, tell us you want to try out, we'll get you in there. If that's not an option, just if you see this mug around campus, stop me and say hi, and I'll be like, yeah, hey, you want to join the team?
You are very
Come on
approachable.
down.
Absolutely. I
try to
recommend
be,
that.
yeah.
Highly recommend that.
I don't bite. A little bit.
So for people that maybe don't know, is there like a beginner level that you can get into, maybe even like a practice team that somebody can join to kind of get a feel for what you all do?
Yeah, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to actually set up for next semester. We're going to have open lab days.
Oh, cool.
Where we can kind of bring people in and we'll show you kind of what we do when we're doing our practices,
Nice.
when we're doing our matches, and if it's something you're interested in, stick around. I'm sure we can find a spot for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that about wraps us up for the show here on Campus Views. I'm your host, Ann Shoup, and thanks for our guest, John December, for taking the time out of his day to chat. I really appreciate it. It's been really nice.
Oh, it's been fantastic. Thanks for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about SUNY Cobleskill, you could go to www.sunycobycomm.edu. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Instagram, or even Google #SUNYCobyComm. Again, I'm Ann Shoup, and I'd like to thank you for joining in on this episode of Campus Views. Come back again soon. Thank you.